go.
Tomorrow all the things were gone. I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there
Super
ain't
Dave, what up, bro?
I love this land.
I love this land.
Yes, the
Woo! Thank you very much, Lee Greenwood. How the hell you doing, my friends? What's going up? Hey, Riff Raff, how are you, bro? What's going on? Written in Blood, how you doing? I got a lot to say today, as the title says. Boy, do I got a lot to say. Man, I got so many topics to go into, I don't know where to start. Because the Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you tonight. Tonight. Chillin', nice to hear. Man, I want to talk about so much crap. I want to talk about Google, Twitter, Facebook, the United Nations partnering up to create a social score. I want to talk about 5G technology and what that means for the future. I want to talk about, oh man, a bunch of stuff. I'm sure I'll think of more as we go along. But for right goddamn now, PlayStation is having issues with gaming and social. So far I haven't had any issues with gaming. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. There he is right there.
be an American, well, at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her.
I miss those days when we used to be American. Remember that? It used to happen long time ago. Now we got faggots taking knees and shit and shitting on the flag and whatnot. Pisses me the fuck off! Fuck those assholes. How dare they do that type of shit? Shit on the fucking very fabric of the people that bust their fucking ass to be able to give them the opportunities that they have. And they're in a American football team and they have the audacity to kneel during the flag. I don't blame the players. I seriously doubt it had anything to do with the players. It was probably what do you call it? A command from the higher ups. Bet you anything. Commanded that shit from the higher ups. Oh, bye-bye. All right, so what should we get into first? How about how the Muslim is gonna get you? I'm gonna talk about that first. Hey now, do you wanna believe it? Is this it? This is it right here.
Blow in the German election, catapulting the right-wing AfD to become basically the primary opposition force in Germany, partly as a result of the disastrous policy of allowing millions of Muslim migrants to flood into the country, which Merkel herself admitted was a huge mistake after case of mass molestations, rape and sexual assault, after skyrocketing migrant crime figures, after numerous attempted and completed terrorist attacks. Germany must finally be taking strong action to halt the spread of Islamism within its culture.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry about that. Okay, so what is Mr. Paul Joseph talking about? Okay. France, Germany, Lebanon, Iraq. I'm trying to think of a couple other ones. That guy singing Looks Like a Friend, by the way. He also sings. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that was Lee Greenwald, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so what is Mr. Paul talking about? Okay. So Germany, France, parts of London, Lebanon, Iraq, they're working closely with Twitter, Facebook, trying to think of, and Google. Twitter, Facebook, Google, and YouTube are partnering up with the United Nations to create something called a social score. Now, this is kind of the rolling out of what I'm trying to talk about, but this is basically it right here, where in Germany, they're actually trying to desensitize the Islamification that's happening inside of Germany, to the point where, you know, there was a daytime soap opera that I'm going to show here in a little bit, and they actually show the little white boy in the soap opera how to convert to Islam. So I just thought that was pretty fucking wild, how they're trying to desensitize people. And basically, I look at it as like this: France and Germany, they're under a military operation of a mass re-education program. That's what I think. And I'm going to try and prove it to you right here.
So after Angela Merkel was dealt a stunning blow in the German election, catapulting the right-wing AfD to become basically the primary opposition force in Germany, partly as a result of the disastrous policy of allowing millions of Muslim migrants to flood into the country, which Merkel herself admitted was a huge mistake after case of mass molestations, rape and sexual assault, after skyrocketing migrant crime figures, after numerous attempted and completed terrorist attacks. Germany must finally be taking strong action to halt the spread of Islamism within its culture, right?
Allah. Sag das mal. Allah. Allah.
Oh.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Weil ich jetzt Muslima bin.
What you just watched was a clip from a German public television soap opera where a mother converts to Islam in front of her son. Companies putting hijabi women in their ads is one thing, but a soap star literally telling her son that all children are Muslims takes it to another level. Here's another clip from German television depicting the North.
And this is what really pisses me off, is because she's like, me too, it's beautiful. They wear hijabs and things like that. I'm sorry, people, if you don't understand what the hell's going on here. This is a sign of oppression. Yeah, the hijab, right? That's something that those countries wear to oppress women. One of the first things an Iraqi girl does when she becomes free is take her fucking hijab off and throw it down on the ground, because it's a sign of slavery. It's a sign of oppression. And now they're trying to popularize it? What?
Normalization of the hijab.
Enjoy difference, start tolerance.
Another documentary broadcast on German public TV favorably presented a relationship between a 16-year-old German girl and an adult Syrian man.
Now let me stop it right here. This girl's 16, which is completely legal. I don't know if this boils your blood as much as it does mine, but you have Canada and parts of Europe now that has legalized the marriage of as early as 9 years old. A Muslim man, a 35-year-old Muslim man, can marry a girl as early as 9 years old. And a lot of these guys make a lot of money doing this. Muslim men will basically trick these girls and promising them riches and things like that to get them to go on a plane to go back to their country, and then they're sold off. They're sold off as slaves, sex slaves, work slaves, whatever. And it's a big business for some of these people.
The Muslim migrant tells his girlfriend to dress modestly and consider converting to Islam. Meanwhile, public television is also set to broadcast a movie that depicts a family having to flee a collapsing Germany and seek refuge in Africa to escape a right-wing extremist government that persecutes Muslims. Following an Islamic terror attack
It is
by
bullshit.
Syrian migrant, Germany's Tele5 changed its logo to include an Islamic crescent. Germany's top public broadcaster ZDF admits that it censors information about rapes if they're committed by Muslim migrants. Germans are being told to learn Arabic, to not fly the German flag because it might offend migrants.
Look at this. Look at this. These people, this is like happening in America. These people are proud to be German, okay? They're proud to be German. They're flying German flags, and here's the police, right? Probably a Muslim operative. Here's the police telling these proud German people they cannot fly the German flag in Germany because it might offend the Muslims. Because the Muslim is gonna get you. Because the Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you tonight. That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting.
Drugging the population with oxytocin, a drug that increases feelings of trust, so they feel more accepting of migrants. What we're witnessing in Germany is nothing less than the mass indoctrination of the population. This is a huge re-education program aimed at...
Exactly. A mass indoctrination on the public. A mass re-education program on a military scale to try to get these people to accept the Islamic faiths, religions, and beliefs.
Normalizing Islam. Germans are being trained.
And if you show your right? Hold on, Paul. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, bro. If you show your patriotism for your country, wherever you're from, France, Germany, Canada, if you show your patriotism around Muslims, then it's offensive, and the cops will tell you to stop it. But they're allowed to fly their fucking flags. They're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. They're allowed to marry 9-year-old fucking girls. What? Am I the only one pissed off about this shit?
Not the other way round. This is why women are being told to travel in groups. This is why gender-segregated safe zones are being set up in major cities for major events. This is submission. This is total capitulation. The only pushback has been increased support for AFD and stunts like this one, where a group plastered "It's okay to be German" signs across major cities.
And you guys should make those signs too. I'm saying it right now. Whatever it is, whatever you're dealing with in your school, in your home, in your libraries, in your grocery stores, in your society, in your neighborhood, whatever it is you're dealing with, make it a meme. Make it humorous. So, for example, like how when Black Lives Matter was attacking white people for voting for Trump, then we created the sign "It's okay to be white." It really pisses and triggers people off. Just saying. So when Germany does it, okay, when the Nazi, Stasi, whatever the hell you want to call it, regime tries to tell them that they're not allowed to fly Germany flags in Germany, and then they make a sign that says it's okay to be German, bro, that's where we're at right now. This shit is getting out of control. And I know probably most people don't give a fuck because maybe you're living in your cozy little home and shit like that, and that's fine. I don't really care. But the thing is if you don't think that this type of shit is going to come to your neighborhood eventually, then you're sadly mistaken. This shit is definitely going to come to your neighborhood eventually.
More Germans would feel free to speak out if they weren't being arrested for offensive social media posts. This is happening all across the entire continent of Europe. And the reason is quite simple. When a society loses faith in its culture, loses faith in its heritage, more aggressive doctrines, belief systems and cultures will rush in to fill the void. What's the end goal? The replacement of the population. Oh, don't take my word for it.
No, don't take Paul's word for it. Take Hitler's word for it. Hitler back in the day wanted to do the same thing with Germany, partner up with the Islamics in order to create a better genetics for the German people because they were inbreeding back in the day. So, I mean, it's really no wonder how we've gotten to this point today. They wrote books about it. There's literally books in the library right now about how Hitler wanted to align himself with Islam. That's probably way too much info for you, bros. Let's just get back to this.
Listen to the far-left politicians who proudly announce that very agenda.
Unsere Gesellschaft wird sich ändern. Unsere Stadt wird sich radikal verändern. Ich bin der Auffassung, dass wir in 20, 30 Jahren gar keine ethnischen Mehrheiten mehr haben in unserer Stadt. Das ist das, was wir haben werden.
It's not a witch hunt, bro. It's defending yourself. These people are destroying your religion. They're destroying your humanity. They're destroying your rights. They're destroying your patriotism. They're destroying your countryism. They're destroying your borders. I mean, when is enough enough? When are we going to stand up and say enough is a fucking enough? I'm just saying.
In der Zukunft, und ich sage Ihnen noch ganz deutlich, gerade hier in Richtung rechts.
Okay, let me read to you this. This is what the German government is telling Germany. Listen to this.
Radikal verändern.
All right. So it says, our city will change radically.
Ich bin der Auffassung,
I hold
dass
it
wir
in 20 or 30 years. 20 or 30 years, there will no longer be German majorities in our city. Listen to this. I hold that in 20, 30 years, there will be no longer German majorities in our city.
30 Jahren gar keine ethnischen Mehrheiten mehr haben in unserer Stadt. Das ist das.
She says, this is what we will have in the future.
Was wir haben werden in der Zukunft, und ich sage Ihnen noch.
And I want to make it very clear, especially towards those right-wingers, guys like me apparently.
Ganz deutlich, gerade hier in Richtung rechts, das ist gut so.
That this is a good thing. The fact that they're completely giving up, throwing over their nationalism, letting Islam run in and completely take over is a good thing. Apparently, fuck all the history you went through to earn Germany, to build borders. I'm sorry. You cannot make a highly advanced technological society such as Germany and then put a bunch of cavemen in there. Doesn't work.
I'm for limited, skilled immigration, and I want Germany to remain Germany. Multiculturalism isn't about diversity, it's about power. It's about leftist political parties importing future generations of voters at the cost of the identity and security of their own country. If Germany was importing millions of Australians or Japanese, it wouldn't be anywhere near as big a problem. But
No.
You can't import millions of people who can't speak the language, or in many cases illiterate, and immediately go on welfare. People who follow a belief system that treats women as second-class citizens. People who are more prone to violent criminal behaviour. Without that changing the fundamental nature of society. Is it?
And I'm just going to stop him just for a second, because the world elites, the big bankers of the world, there's 7 billion people on this planet, right? And according to the world bankers, about 3 to 4 billion of them, make less than $2 a day. They're starving and they need help. Okay? We as America, we take 1 million refugees a year. About 1 million refugees a year. Regardless of our economy, regardless of our education system, regardless of our employment system, we take them anyways. And then we're shoveled propaganda down our throats that somehow we're making a difference in the world. When these populations, these races, add 80 million to their population every single year, and we're taking in 1 million, and somehow we're making a difference. Bullshit. Bullshit. You want to help these people? Really? Help them where they live. Help them establish democracy. Help them establish an economy. Help them establish individual freedoms in their own country.
Any wonder Germany has now followed France in having its own migrant no-go zones? Is it any wonder that migrants were responsible for a 92% increase in reported violent crimes in Germany? Is it any wonder that German cities with the highest population of migrants also have the highest crime rate?
I really like this. I'm going to back him up just a little bit because he puts a lot of points together real quick right here. Listen up. He puts a lot of points together.
Literate and immediately go on welfare. People who follow a belief system that treats women as second-class citizens.
Okay, hold on. Back up a little more. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go.
Es ist gut so.
I'm for limited, skilled immigration, and I want Germany to remain Germany. Multiculturalism isn't about diversity. It's about power. It's about leftist political parties importing future generations of voters at the cost of the identity and security of their own country. If Germany was importing millions of Australians or Japanese, it wouldn't be anywhere near as big a problem. But you can't import millions of people who can't speak the language, or in many cases illiterate, and immediately go on welfare. People who follow a belief system that treats women as second-class citizens. People who are more prone to violent criminal behaviour, without that changing the fundamental nature of society. Is it any wonder Germany has now followed France in having its own migrant no-go zones? Is it any wonder that migrants were responsible for a 92% increase in reported violent crimes in Germany? Is it any wonder that German cities with the highest population of migrants also have the highest crime rate? Is it any wonder that female genital mutilation cases in Germany are soaring? Is it any wonder that honour killings are on the rise? Is it any wonder historic Christian churches are being demolished as mosques and Islamic centres multiply across the country? Is it any wonder terrorism cases in Germany have increased by more than 900% in 5 years?
No, I'm from America.
Where children's playgrounds have to be guarded by armed police. And what solution has Germany's grand coalition government offered to address all this? They're going to continue letting in 200,000 mostly Muslim migrants a year, every year, while mass brainwashing the German public that German culture no longer exists and that the Islamization of their society is natural, normal, and shouldn't be resisted. When the Stasi inflicted a reign of psychological terror on the German people, they achieved it via a combination of relentless
Now, Robbie, I gotta disagree with you. Religion, in some cases, makes war, but this has nothing to do with religion. This is flooding people or flooding societies with people that aren't supposed to be there, or creating a situation in which they have the rulers and the leaders of these countries basically roll over and accept all of this different criteria as far as Muslim men and Islamic beliefs, the opening of mosques, religious freedom, no-go zones, all that shit. You see what I'm trying to say? Are you having trouble signing in? No. Clearly I'm streaming. So, no, I'm all signed in. But no, man. Can you imagine? I don't know where you're from. Say you're from Ireland. Say you're from America. Can you imagine if your media station was telling you that you're no longer Ireland, that you're no longer American, and that you need to just capitulate to the fucking Islamic takeover? What? This doesn't fucking boil you up a little bit? I'm not even from Germany and I'm pissed. Because you know why? Because I know damn well that shit is going to happen here. It's going to happen everywhere. Especially when you have... matter of fact, this leads me into my next thing. Because you want to see real feminism? You want to see real feminism? Here we go.
courageous women across Iran are opposing an oppressive Islamic theocracy by removing their hijabs in public. And where's the pussy hat crowd? Where are the Western feminists? Oh, that's right, they just spent the last year fetishizing and normalizing the hijab. They spent the last year applauding global corporations for adorning athletes and Barbie dolls with it. They embraced the hijab to such a degree, they literally made it the symbol of their resistance movement. How can you claim to represent women's rights when you're genuflecting to a symbol of oppression for women across an entire continent? The first thing women in Syria do when they're liberated from ISIS control is to remove their hijabs with glee. The very first Arab feminist groups 100 years ago discarded their hijabs in protest. Now Iranian women in 2018 are doing the same thing, being beaten for it in the streets. And how does the left respond? With complete silence or even tacit support for the Islamic regime. How many times has the official Pussy Hat Women's March even tweeted about Iran? Oh look, it's zero. Another
the pussy hat people, the guys, the women and people that fucking dress up for this women's march. Listen, I understand the movement behind it. I'm not trying to take away your empowering. You want to be women, you want to be powerful. I understand that, I get that. But the way it's being rolled out, the way it's being used against everyone as a weapon is just ridiculous. Girls are dressing up in full-body vagina suits, rubbing against each other with sex toys hanging off them. And if you say anything about this, then you're a sexist. I'm sorry, what? And they say, they got their tits all out, and they say they're marching out there for oppression. What? What? Women are not fucking oppressed in America. Pick up a book. Google it. Women are not fucking oppressed in America. And the fact that there's these groups that virtue signal to women that somehow they're inferior in some way, shape, or form, that's sexist. That's sexist. So, you know what I mean? And the people that are really fighting for feminism, the people in Iraq and places like this that are really marching for feminism, no coverage by our media whatsoever. And then when they liberate themselves from ISIS control, first thing they do is take off the hijab, throw it on the ground with glee because they're happy, because they're free. And it's so fucking cuckoo, bro. It's so backwards.
The case in point, the relentless cancer that is BuzzFeed.
People are using an old image of a woman without a headscarf to illustrate the Iran protests.
Old? Really? So
not only was it an
BuzzFeed?
inside job, but there's
6 months,
documents
2 years,
upon documents
5
that
years?
prove that it
Oh,
was.
It's literally from last week, as you admit in your own article. It's from December 27th, just a week before you published the article. So you accuse me of misleading people when you're the ones misleading people by claiming an image is old when it isn't even old. You're the ones literally spreading fake news to side with an oppressive Islamic theocracy against women's rights. Oh no, people are using a 4-day-old image of a woman spurning the forced modesty culture of a misogynistic death cult that we peddle to our virtue-signaling white guilt-ridden readership as empowering, and it's totally fucking up our victim narrative. BuzzFeed claims that images of women removing their hijabs to protest against government laws which force them to wear hijabs have nothing to do with the anti-government protests.
And that's
in
bullshit.
fact, it's got so little to do with the anti-government protests that it literally became an iconic symbol of the anti-government protests. Who wrote this BuzzFeed piece?
Saudi Arabia.
Buchanan? Yeah, let's check that white privilege, Rose, and listen to what actual Iranians have to say about this. I'm from Iran, and every day many women are arrested because they didn't cover their hair properly. If a woman doesn't wear a scarf at all, she will be lashed. The people of Iran have made this image a symbol of their resistance, but to many leftists.
You see what I'm saying? In that country, a woman without her hijab would be lashed. You just heard it. In the streets. Lashed. If she got caught without her hijab. And you got these virtue signaling cock smokers at fucking BuzzFeed trying to normalize and popularize the hijab on American women. Okay? You understand what I'm trying to say to you right now? What the flying fuck? You know what really fucking throws me for a loop is one of the ladies that was leading one of the women's marches. She was from fucking Iraq, and she was wearing a hijab. You know what that tells me? She's a paid operative. Because if she was truly free, if she was truly from Iraq, she wouldn't be wearing that hijab. You know it. I know it. Because that's a sign of slavery. It's a sign of oppression.
Everything is about American politics and their opposition.
Listed!
The world is bigger than the US.
Delv, what's up?
You have taken the side of the theocrats against the oppressed. Yeah, a little more listening to people who are actually from the country, BuzzFeed, and a little less white-splaining, please. A little
less white-splaining. Hashtag BuzzFeed, fuck off. I'm tired of BuzzFeed's goddamn virtue signaling and all this bullshit about racial profiling and here's a video that white people should learn and here's a video that black people should understand. I'm tired of BuzzFeed and their virtue signaling, identity politics, fucking piece of shit content. I'm tired of it.
less throwing actual feminists under the bus with your fake news. And didn't you just know Miss Sharia law is reasonable Linda Sarsour would have to insert herself into this? Why does the right wing suddenly care about women in the Middle East? They didn't care about the Rohingya Muslims. Yeah, except they did. And Sarsour herself only tweeted about it when it became a global news story. Hey,
Exactly.
Linda, I was calling for women to liberate themselves of their burqas 4 years ago. And what were you doing? Joking about how FGM victims like Ayaan Hirsi Ali should have their vaginas removed. And you've got the nerve to call yourself a women's rights advocate? Bullshit.
She's a fake feminist. Ms. Sarsour is not interested in universal human rights. She's a defender of Sharia law.
Noticeable that male far-right bloggers, commentators in the
Can I back this up just 1 second and point this lovely young lady out?
Ms. Sarsour is not interested in
See this girl? See this girl right here? This girl is a brother and a sister of mine. I just want to point this out. Anybody that feels the same way this girl feels inside of her heart, okay? The same way Martin Luther King felt inside of his heart. That you should judge a man by his merits, by his character, and not the skin color of his skin, right? Skin color, that's an oxymoron, but still, you understand what I'm saying. This girl right here is a brother of mine. Anybody that wants to stand up against Sharia law, stand up for rights, stand up for freedom, stand up for good old-fashioned Western civilization and culture, is a brother or a sister of mine. If you have what this girl has in your heart, then you're part of Team America. Welcome. How you doing?
universal human rights. She's a defender of Sharia law.
Noticeable that male
Gold, what's up?
The US and Europe are going viral by deciding who is and who isn't a true feminist in relation to the
Beats,
West's
what's
response
going
to
on?
the
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, noticeable how many far-left bloggers, commentators in the US and Europe are fetishizing the hijab, a symbol of patriarchal oppression, while actual victims
See
of
Chicken,
patriarchal
what up?
oppression in Iran liberate themselves of it. Hey, lefties, feminism isn't about virtue signaling on Twitter about how much you respect women while you sexually abuse them behind the scenes. It's about literally risking incarceration and torture to stand up for actual women's rights. Drink it in.
Yeah, a
because
lot of
this
us
is
feel
what
the
a
same.
real feminist looks like.
Exactly.
This is what a real feminist movement looks like.
Exactly.
It's not about your corporate feminist, hijabi-friendly Islamophilia.
Exactly. That's what a real feminist movement looks like. That's what a real women's march looks like. Not a bunch of virtue signaling fucking skinny little teeny boppers wearing vaginas on their fucking head, claiming that they're oppressed and with their tits out, and if you look at their fucking boobs, then somehow you're a sexist. Huh? What? Am I missing something here? I'm sorry. So, now all of this rolls out nicely because with the Islamic takeover, you have Twitter, Facebook, and Google working together closely with the United Nations in order to create something called a social score. It's something that's going to be rolled out here not too long from now. It's already being implemented in some parts of Europe, some parts of Iraq, some parts of Lebanon. I'm trying to think of some other countries where it's happening. But anyways, point is, right? I'll just explain it to you real quick and then I'll throw some videos up. Let's say you're a patriot. Let's say you like to look up certain things. Let's say you look up things about Trump. Let's say you look up things about the Bill of Rights or the Constitution. Well, if you're a Western civilized person and you like to look up patriotic things, then that is going to lower your social score to the point where agreed, Islamic takeover. Yo, what's up, Riff? What's going on, Chris? So what that does is lower your social score almost to the point that, like, when an employer, when you go to get a job, he looks up on your social credit and sees what your score is, and if you're over there looking up Trump stuff and looking up, you know, Hitler stuff, then that's going to make your score go down. See what I'm saying? And it's pretty friggin' fucked up. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, not only is that messed up, but they're also going to be working with the facial recognition program. So that way when you go outside to get your milk from the grocery store, right, people will be able to identify you through the facial recognition program. That way you'll be open to public scrutiny. Say if you're a right-winger, Trump supporter, whatever. People will be able to identify you and publicly scrutinize you while you're out trying to get your groceries. How frigged up is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? My brother Riff, what up, man? How you doing, Fatality? What's going on, brother? So, now I'm going to put that up on the screen so you bros can see what the hell I'm talking about. Project. All right, here we go.
So does the Chinese government or anybody, like, do you think they would go up to Twitter and be like, you need to ban anyone that's on Twitter that's from China? Do they do that? Yeah.
You want to ban Muslims, Riff? Absolutely, I do. Fucking right.
I cannot disclose that information.
What? Why?
I cannot disclose that information.
That's crazy. So that means death.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I like James O'Keefe too. He's a badass. For real. He's definitely a badass. Tommy Robinson is a badass too, just so you guys know.
But like normally does Twitter, like say if someone on Rant calls like, hey, in our country we need these people banned so that they're not seen. That happens?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah, we do that a lot for China.
Really?
We are actually...
Tommy Robinson. This room is free speech, right? No ban? No ban.
Chinese hackers, like good guys, and from Chinese government. Because sometimes they ask us to take down accounts, and we don't take down, because we're like, if they innovate, like any policy, and then the Chinese government like starts to attack us. Sometimes they point to someone like, yeah, it actually violated, blah blah, and then the good guys from China start attacking us. It's a mess. In order to Twitter or to operate in China, there is a specific terms of service.
Okay.
You know when you like accept whatever they send to you.
Yeah.
It's different in each country.
Okay.
So they have one specifically for China.
Okay.
That the Chinese government agreed upon.
Okay.
So it's not the same as we have here in the US.
So Twitter doesn't necessarily offer free speech.
Rebel Media is good too.
No.
American Pravda by James O'Keefe. Adventure, betrayal, truth. Order today at AmericanPravdaBook.com.
Well, that's not very good. I was hoping to get a little bit more. I was hoping to get a little more because the video I saw on Alex Jones had a lot more. Here we go. This might be it right here.
American Pravda by James O'Keefe. Adventure.
The fuck Trump thing, and I'm anti-Trump. I was like, oh, I banned this whole account. I'll go to you, and then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what?
Alex Jones raped me. You Muslim-fearing trailer park trash. Hey, you should fear the Muslims too. Ryan, what's up, brother? You're closer to the Muslims than I am, One Eye.
Use machine learning.
like Trump or America, and you have like 5,000 like keywords to describe a redneck, and then you look and you like parse all the messages, all like the pictures, and then you look for like stuff that matches like that stuff.
My bad. Too many letters, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about that. Take it to the grave. 60 seconds. He'll be back.
It's not gonna be the mindset. It's gonna be like the way of talking.
Eye of the Illuminati. What's up, dude? How you doing?
You're shadow banning them. It's like unethical in some way.
Yeah, so this program, you know, I don't want it because you know it offends me.
It is. It is. You're right about that shit.
On our side is actually very terrifying.
Our last video exposed Twitter's eagerness to turn over President Trump's direct messages to the Justice Department. We think today's release will help you understand why. Because although Twitter presents itself as politically neutral, its culture behind closed doors is one of blatant censorship, systematic bias, and political targeting. Well, many suspected...
Oh, one eye would be sitting in rape counseling with his girlfriend like, they raped me too. They raped me too. His girlfriend would just be over there like, just relax just relax your muscles, just breathe, baby, breathe.
This was the case. Today, we present the proof out of their own Twitter mouths.
So probably about 90% anti-Trump, maybe 99%.
It's unified to decide what to do about Donald Trump. Yeah, half of the people want to ban him, half of the people want to use him.
Is everybody at Twitter? Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to Google in order to find the conservative.
What department? I'm in health and safety. I do all the policy work, safety policy. I'm in a controversial case. Oh my God! That team, everyone says a lot of.
I'm gonna pull you guys in because I don't know if you can read these subtitles very well. So I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit. Oh, Turtle on the nuke. What's going on, buddy? Tell everyone else to go easy. I'm not talking. What's going on? Shit about other people. It's just a big nothing burger. Oh God, Jesus Christ! Don't get me started on the nothing burgers. All right, so hopefully you'll be able to read the subtitles. I'll back it up a little bit so you can see what some of these people are saying. Here we go.
Half of the people want to use him.
Does everybody at Twitter feel
Pretty much.
pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to Google in order to find the conservative.
What department? I'm in health and safety. I do all the policy work, safety policy. I'm in a controversial case. Oh my God! That team, everyone says a lot about. Yeah.
Olinda Hassan is a policy manager for Twitter Trust and Safety. Her team is responsible for Twitter's rules and regulations, determining what content is and isn't allowed. Just last month, Trust and Safety updated their policy in an effort to crack down on racism and other forms of hate speech.
You've seen this, Chris? It's a good video.
How do you keep certain things off my platform? Like people will retweet. We're trying to downrank it, but you need to also have a control of your timeline. So I've tried to block people certain events and stuff like that, and mute and stuff like that, but they still show up all the time. That's something we're working on. I mean, I don't know. It's something we're working on where we're trying to get the shitty people not show up. It's a product thing.
We wondered which people Hassan was referring to. What forms of free speech does Twitter want to stop from showing up? Former content review agent Mo Narai shed some light.
Let's say it was a pro-Trump thing, and I'm anti-Trump. I was like, oh, I banned this whole account. I'll go to you. And then it's at your discretion. And if you're anti-Trump, you're like, oh, you know what? Mo was right. Let it go.
Narai's job at Twitter was to review content, flagged as harmful, offensive, or in violation of Twitter policy, and ban it if it was. Content review is an integral part of any social media platform.
PPB?
But as Narai describes, it is highly susceptible to abuse.
On stuff like that, it was more discretion on your viewpoints. I guess how you felt about a particular matter.
Oh, so it wasn't automated. It was a user and services person would deem it pro-Trump and take it down.
For example, I said, oh, this is pro-Trump, I don't want it because, it offends me. That's that. I say, I ban this whole thing, and it goes over, and you're like, oh, you know what? I don't like it too. I'm all right. Let's go. That's it. You're like, all right, let's carry on. What's next? Keep it coming.
Yeah, bring me another one to take down. Yeah.
So I flagged something that's going to go by you.
Correct, and then, you look at it, you're like, oh, hey, this is pro-Trump, and this might come up like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, so on the reverse of that, they would just let a lot of the, I guess, left-leaning or liberal stuff to go through unchecked.
It come through check, and then I'll be like, oh, you know what, this is okay, let it go.
Narai suggests Twitter's content review is more than a safeguard against hate speech. It's a tool used to promote a political agenda.
You made the comment that, Twitter maybe wouldn't, verbally say some things that they, wanted to put in their company policy, but they were kind of unwritten rules as far as the content that they would allow or disallow.
A lot of unwritten rules, and being that we're in San Francisco, we're in California, very blue state, you have to be, as a company, you can't really say it because it'll make you look bad, but behind closed doors, a lot of stuff was like, hey, you have to do this way, or something like that. It was never written, it was more said.
But it may not just be average users feeling the heat. Does Twitter target certain political figures for suspension? And more importantly, why?
I should ask about this. Yeah, it's a really good point.
Pranay Singh is an engineer for Twitter's direct messaging team.
Why did they give you the countdown?
I didn't know who did that.
Yeah, his account went down for a while.
Oh, it might be the U.S. government pressure.
What?
Yeah, they do that.
They do?
Yeah. Why? Because they don't like people messing with their politics. And he got shit on a lot of people.
Wow. He said the U.S. government would have done that. Would have asked Twitter to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get requests
What is Twitter's stance when it comes to censorship?
Did you just hear that? That's one of the representatives and CEOs of Twitter. And she just asked, does the government ever ask you to take down celebrities? He looks right at her and says, all the fucking time. So if we can't trust these supposed companies, if we can't trust them to be that public square that they proclaim to be that trusting factor of freedom of speech, then what is their idea here? I mean, back in the day, people used to burn history books in order to change history. They would burn the books, but history is all digital now. So what we're seeing right here is the digital representation of burning books. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I look at this as. This is digitally burning history books as we know it.
Find out, we spoke with former Twitter software engineer Abhinav Vajrevu.
One strategy is to shadow ban so that you have ultimate control.
Money's in here? Hey, Moneymaker, what up?
You ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting, but no one sees their content. So they just think...
Okay, I was talking over that. So shadow ban, that's basically one of the biggest things that is happening to a lot of conservative users on YouTube, is they're getting shadow banned. They're allowed to keep posting their content up to a timeline, but no one engages with their content because you think you're still posting, but in reality, no one's seeing it. So no one's engaging with you. So you've been shadow banned. You feel me?
That no one's engaging with their content, when in reality, no one's seeing it.
Shadow banning is a way of blocking users from a social media platform
fucking coward,
without
Riff, face
notifying
me.
them. Tweets from
I don't know if I
shadow-banned
go
users
as fast
still
as far as
appear to
calling
their
it
followers,
burning.
but
Something
don't
like
show
that,
up in
though.
search results
Listy,
or anywhere
but I
else
guess
on Twitter. It's an effective
it's a
way
decent
of deterring
equivalency, something
Nigerian
like that.
scammers and other
It's a
online
decent
fraudsters.
analogy.
But if abused,
One-eyed cat is a
shadow banning
nutcase. Fuck
is
you,
dangerous.
Listwitz.
You just sort of turn off all of the features for them.
Tell my
so, like,
brethren.
they still see everything. It's all there.
Listy.
You can like it, you can favorite it, or you can like retweet or whatever. But at the end of the day, no one else interacts with no one else sees what you're doing. So all that data is just thrown away. It's risky though.
I'm all you fear is.
Because people will figure that shit out and be like, it's a lot of bad press if like, people figure out that you're shadow banning them, it's like unethical in some way, you know. So I don't know. In the past, people have been really, really pissed off about that, and even people who haven't been about that have called it like a really terrible thing to do. So yeah, it's a risky strategy.
So you go ahead and keep on tweeting, and you've been banned and don't even know it.
I definitely know Reddit does this, but I don't know if Twitter does this anymore.
But Chris, what I'm saying is whether or not they are snowflake cucks doesn't change the difference that they're proclaiming to be the internet's public square. They're proclaiming to be the internet's free speech block. And then we're finding behind the scenes, not so much free speech going on.
Shadow banning be used to stealthily target political views? Here's former Twitter engineer Conrado Miranda.
I've heard talk that it's a good thing because they'll use it to ban like Trump supporters or conservatives. So I didn't know if like that's just a rumor or if that's true.
That's a thing.
That's a thing?
That's a thing. Yeah.
So how was that done?
Okay. Basically, Twitter is like a huge set of like tweets.
I'm going to stop him right there. There should be a company complete with Twitter. And that's exactly why I'm talking about this stuff, because not everybody has enough money in their back pockets to start up a private website that everybody can speak their mind on. So if we can't go to Twitter, if we can't go to Facebook and use these platforms in the manner that they're being represented to be used, then where can we go? What are we supposed to do?
It's and a shitload of filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's one of the filters on top of it.
Okay.
That's about it. Like, that's as much as I know about it.
So a feature on top of it?
Yeah, like, imagine, like, you have all the tweets ever that happened, like, from the beginning of time in reverse chronological.
Right.
So, like, until we get to the actual system that, like, ranks the timeline, we have a bunch of filters removing some tweets. So, like, we have a stream of tweets, and we have, like, one filter just kicking out some of them.
Our conversation
me
with
to a
Miranda
discussion?
was illuminating. Twitter's censorship practices go far beyond a few politically motivated techniques.
It needs
Twitter
a lot
is
of work.
run by an
I understand.
advanced set of algorithms,
So,
tools that are used to sift through
Gab.ai?
vast amounts of data, or in this case, tweets. Their algorithms block, mute, and prioritize everything on the Twitter platform, and they're growing smarter by the day.
Just go to a random tweet and like just look at the followers. They'll all be like trans God America, like with the American flag and like the cross.
Yeah, no one really
Like who says that? Who talks like that? It's for sure a bot. Yeah, or a redneck.
I know I'm racist.
So can you get rid of them?
I wouldn't know.
There's nothing to prove there.
Get rid of them?
Yeah.
Like how do you delete them?
You just delete them, but like the problem is there are hundreds of thousands of them, so you've got to like write algorithms.
Of course I'm ignorant.
Pranay Singh
I'm ignorant and
describes
racist.
one Twitter algorithm
That's why I
removes
ask
users
questions.
they believe to be bots, Russian bots.
How do you know if it's a bot and not a normal person?
Oh, you use machine learning.
It's like
So like if there's like people who are like
Oh my god, that's funny.
write an algorithm to just take all the people out.
Oh, yeah. That's actually how we do it, yeah. Pretty cool. You should be an engineer.
So can you just write them against like, so like say someone has like Trump in the name, like, or like conservative or like
America first.
Yeah. Can you just like write algorithms?
Are you sure you're not a programmer? That's literally how you do it.
What?
She's a very smart. That's how you do
Me too.
it.
That's exactly how you do it.
Yeah, you look for Trump or America, and you have like 5,000 like keywords to describe a redneck, and then you look and you like parse all the messages, all like the pictures, and then you look for like stuff that matches like that stuff.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is that there's like 500 trigger words. So basically what happens is that the algorithm is programmed to find these trigger words, like if it's Trump, American flag, Patriots, whatever it is. Then basically it goes on to the algorithm, and it just takes it off. It just mutes it, bans it. So, I mean, technically, there's not even a person doing this. It's a fucking computer. It's an AI. It's an artificial intelligent computer. And you just heard James O'Keefe a second ago. It gets smarter every day. And, wow. That just scares the shit out of me. And when you really get into the nit and gritty of this shit, they want to ban a way of talking. They want to literally ban a way of thinking, so that they think that they can control your algorithm by what you click on, by what you like, the videos you watch, the things you tweet about, the comments you say in your lists. All of that gets put into a database, and then basically that social score comes to mind. But yeah, this is amazing. What up, Riot? How you doing? In the cloud, pull out dick and piss all over your virtual room. Collecting data, exactly.
And like if it, so like you sign like a value to each thing, so like Trump would be like 0.5, like a picture of a gun would be like 1.5, and like if it comes up, the total comes up above like a certain value, then it's a bot.
Weeding out fake users is an important tool for Twitter, but according to Pranay, this tool is not applied equally across the political spectrum.
Is the majority of the algorithms are against conservatives or liberals?
I would say that the majority of it are for Republicans, because they're all from Russia and they wanted Trump to win.
I don't hate all Muslims.
So you mostly.
Let me explain to you my prejudices, okay? I don't hate all Muslims. I've actually worked for quite a few Muslims. Most Muslims are fucking great people. But when you get into the more radical parts of the Quran, when you get into Sharia law tactics, yeah, I'm totally against that. Anybody that's for Sharia law, hurting women, treating them as second class, beheading people when they're Christian, attacking people based on their sexual preferences, I am big time against that. And you know what? Islam, or the faith of Islam, are the ones that do that the most. They behead Christians. They behead people of sexual preferences. They herd women into rooms. They tie them together like cattle. Absolutely, I'm against that. You fucking ain't goddamn right. That's my prejudice, and anybody that's against that, see your way off my fucking friends list. Thank you very much.
I knew that was kind of Russian. This secret project you're working on is going to help people communicate better?
That's the goal. So what I'm working on, okay, this is the goal of what I'm working on. Okay, ultimately. Okay. The goal of what I'm working on is going to make it so that everything in Twitter is dynamic.
This is Twitter software engineer Stephen Pierre. He told our undercover journalist about a secret project involving machine learning.
See another
in the
red pill
world,
spreader?
Machine learning refers to algorithms that teach...
Hold on 1 second, James. Let me back you up just a little bit, because what you're saying there is fucking interesting. Okay, so this guy here, is that another red pillar? He comes on and spreads the knowledge, does he? You say they, ignorant generalization, cunt. Yeah, they. I'm sorry if that terminology offends you. My bad.
American Pravda by James O'Keefe.
But yeah, pretty much that ties right into the next thing I want to talk about, with the Twitter shadow banning and things like that, to go into this right here. So, oh, damn it. So this all kind of goes together. We started off with the Muslims, because that is what they're going to use as fuel for the fire, to ban people on social media, to basically desensitize the cultural parts of these types of countries, and then they're going to use the I can't even talk. They're going to use 5G to basically roll this whole thing out and, ban people, shadow ban people, create a base way of thinking, and they're going to try and do it through 5G. I'm going to show you. Because the Muslim is going to get you. 'Cause the Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you tonight. Here we go.
Big game changer is that 5G will use much higher frequency bands than previously thought viable for mobile broadband and other applications. Such millimeter wave signals have physical properties that are both a limitation and a strength. They tend to travel best in narrow and straight lines, and they do not go through physical objects as well. But brilliant engineers have developed new antennas that can aim and amplify signals. Now, to make this work, the 5G build-out is going to be very...
White supremacy is afraid of unity. That's why the white supremacists, the ones that you claim, are not guys like me. They're the bougie robber barons that control the world. And they use all the tribes against each other. All the tribes, from Jews to Muslims to Germans to Lebanese to Americans, from blacks to whites. All the tribes are used against each other because the real white supremacists, they're definitely afraid of unity, like you just said. The guys that go to the Bohemian Grove, the Bilderberg groups, the Rothschilds, the real white guys, the real people that control the world, absolutely.
Infrastructure intensive, requiring massive deployment of small cells. I'm confident that the actions will lead to a cornucopia of unanticipated, innovative uses and will generate tens of billions of dollars in economic activity. And that's damn important, because it means that U.S. companies will be the first out of the gate. And that is why 5G is a national priority.
Okay, well, I'm starting to talk about some pretty interesting stuff here, okay? So this shit is about to blow your fucking minds. My boy says, stay out of my house, stay out of my yard, don't care who you are, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not going to help you. I don't care how many fucking guns you have. When you have 5G frequencies ripping through your house, you're going to get cancer. You're going to get cancer. You can't shoot a frequency. I'm sorry. You can't do it.
And stay out of the way of technological development. Unlike some countries, we do not believe that we should spend the next couple of years studying what 5G should be or how it should operate. The future has a way of inventing itself. Turning innovators loose is far preferable to expecting committees and regulators to define the future. We won't wait for the standards. We're already seeing the industry gearing up to seize this opportunity. Verizon and AT&T tell us they'll begin deploying.
Okay, so I'm going to stop him right there because this is actual, this was a press conference. They're going to do this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Ultra-high frequency radiation from 24 to 100 GHz or more. Okay? You look that up on Google right now, and that is enough to fucking kill somebody. Okay? It's aimed and amplified signals that are going to be ripping through your backyards, ripping through your streets, and it's a massive deployment of towers. And these towers can be hidden as clocks, as streetlights. Seriously. And it's going to rake in billions. Billions that you and I will never see. And then they're just going to implement it. They're just going to do it without us voting or anything. No standards, no testing. Anything goes. Fucking bullshit.
5G trials in 2017, and the first commercial deployments they're talking about are expected in 2020. And we're not done.
Bradley, what's going on?
July 14 action, we also plan to ask for comments on opening up other high-frequency bands. Many of the high-frequency bands that we will make available for 5G currently have some satellite users, as well as some Defense Department applications, or at least the possibility of future satellite and defense users.
So get ready for this. 2018, 2019, we're going to be going to 5G. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to slow down 4G on purpose. and they're going to say that, there's too many users on 4G and it's overpopulated and that's why it's slow. Bullshit.
Billions of microchips connected in products from pill bottles to plant waterers. We must reject the notion that the 5G future will be the sole providence of urban areas. The 5G revolution will touch all corners of our country.
Did you just hear that? 5G technology will touch all corners of our companies, of our country, of our backyards, of our streets, of our schools. There's going to be a 5G tower next to your kid's playground. Is that cool with you? Listen, it's a trial deployment in 2017. That means 2018, 2019, they're going to try and roll this thing out. The satellite information is bounced back and forth between 5G technology and other military affiliates. And if you don't think that that's a military operation, then I'm sorry. You're just naive. And everything and everyone must have a microchip. You see what I'm trying to say? It's the rollout of the RFID. And if it's not there, then it's going to be in your credit card. It's going to be in your driver's license. It's going to be somewhere on you. Whether you get it in your skin, whether you carry it around with you in your wallet, it'll be there. All areas, including rural, saturated with radiation. Saturated. As if we're not already from Fukushima. And other things like that. Un-fucking-believable.
Citing decisions by local governments and tightened our shot clock for citing application reviews. America's local governments will play an important role in determining how we fulfill this national priority.
When do you think all this shit will happen? I say probably end of 2018, 2019, something like that.
Only one thing. The biggest Internet of Things.
Is this what is? Who are we to stop it? Exactly. Exactly. Who are we to stop it? That's the fucking question right there.
And that's damn important.
I'm scared of that. I'm more scared of radiation 5G technology than I am, goddamn, are you going to use 5G then? Well, fucking of course I am. What am I going to do? Not use it? Doesn't mean I can't talk about it, right? I still can talk about it. That's allowed. I'm just saying, it's a scary thing. You walk up to a cell phone tower, like a 4G cell phone tower, and there's a huge warning label on the thing that it throws off amazing amounts of radiation, throws off harmful frequencies that can cause lymphoma cancer, it can cause thyroid cancer, all sorts of stuff. The only thing that I can no, you can't stop it. Fuck no, you can't stop it. Hell no. The only thing you can do is take things like iodine, take things like that are good for your glands, for your absorption and shit like that. I like how you think outside the box. Thanks, man. If I were a refugee, I would behave and show respect. And most of them do. Most of them do, bro. You can't categorize all of these people as in bad people. I'm saying, okay, let's throw some percentages out there. Let's say 1,000 people from war-torn countries come into our American border, okay? Let's say just 1% of them are terrorists. That's 100 terrorists we just let into the country. You understand what I'm saying? Majority of poor Americans have 5 MBS. What does that mean? Is that an internet thing? Yeah, nascent iodine. Chris, you know what I'm talking about. Take things that are going to help your glands. That's all I can say. Because the system is working the way it's supposed to. That's definitely probably accurate right there. That's some accurate assumption. Nascent iodine is good. Don't take the bound iodine from grocery stores. You drink that and that'll kill you. You know, you got to get the real stuff. You got to get the good shit. But, you could be right, Urban. Shit. You could be right. It could be working exactly the way it's supposed to. How do I know? I'm just asking questions. You poor bastards don't even have fiber optic internet. No, we do. It's just in major cities. I don't have it here in my city. But yeah, no, they do. It's true. By the way you talk, I can only assume you're from Europe. Just because of how rude you are and things like that. I can only assume. You hear about the shooting that just happened? No, I woke up today and hopped right on the PlayStation. They're years ahead of us, are they? In what country? South Korea or Japan? What? They want to kill ourselves. Healthcare is a joke. Yeah. Have you seen this whole thing? Illuminati must be involved. They always are. You mean the Kentucky one, Mikey? 4G giving us cancer, so let's have 5G. Word. Let's have 5G and then use higher level frequencies and then put a bunch of towers all over the place so they can communicate one between each other. And then let's crank that up, man. One Eye, are you hating on him? Yeah, he can hate on me. Go ahead, man. It's all good, bro. I don't mind the scrutiny. I don't mind the opposite opinions. It's fine. That's what I like about this streaming thing, is I can talk about the things that bother me and I can share opinions and ideas. Guys like One Eyed or whoever can come in and disagree with me, and we can kind of, see what happens in live time, where a lot of people don't do stuff like that. Riff is a racist all day. True. I am racist against Sharia law, prejudice against radical Muslims. 10 gigabytes per second sounds it's crazy fast. Yeah, it is. My buddy has a gig of upload speed, just about. My boy Stephen King, he's got a gig of upload speed. This motherfucker. He sent me a screenshot of it. I was hella jealous. Riff said he wants to ban all Muslims. Yeah, I was actually for the Muslim ban. I really was. Because, it was crazy because when Obama was bombing the same countries that Trump banned, nobody seemed to give a shit. When Obama was bombing these countries, nobody cared. But the second Trump said, you know what, maybe we should probably slow down the refugees coming in from these countries. Let's put a ban on it for a little while, and we'll see where it goes. Let's get some better vetting going on. And the fucking media just runs wild. He's a Muslim hater. He wants to ban all Muslims. Kind of like you are to me right now. Glad we're all different, but some never grow. Where One Eye Cat hasn't had his mama's milk. There's important vitamins and nutrients in there. Fox, what's good, bro? What's good, man? Good stuff, Riff. Respect from the UK. UK, you're the type of people I want to talk to, man. Because everything I just talked about this last hour really affects you, bros. Really affects you, bros. And I got my eyes open, and the only reason is because I'm aware that shit is coming. You know what I mean? That shit is coming here, bro. We already got the towers. At least you own it. We already got the towers. Do they not just upgrade them? No. I got towers right here. Let me put it. 5G. Hidden 5G towers. Check it out. I'll show you right now. Hidden 5G towers. Triple M, what up, bro? None of these are 5G. Ah! There you go. There you go. See what that is? Looks like a church, right? What do you think that is, bro? How you doing, bud? Doing good? I'm doing great, bro. That looks like a church. Does it not? That looks like a regular church, right? Hell no. Listen to this. Can you read that? Concealed cell towers. Concealed cell tower. That's a motherfucking cell tower, bros. You see what I'm trying to say? Look. Look. There's another concealed, look. Tower. Tower Genius Municipal Cell Towers. There's another tower hidden. Right there. PS4 servers are down? Really? One Eye Cat. Suck camel dicks. Oh man. Here you go. Another cell phone tower. Look right there, it's a cell phone tower. You see that? Look at this. Look at this, bro. You see that? You see the American flag? That's a cell phone tower. See what I'm trying to say? So when you talk about fucking hiding the shit, bro, they be hiding the shit. They be putting it on flagpoles, street lights, inside church mosques, inside inside water tower tanks. Riff, do you know Doe? Doe. PSN down from Germany. So it's down all around? What the hell's going on? Let me Google this. So I'm lucky to be on right now then, is what you're trying to tell me. Is that what's going on? PSN down. You're just salty a Muslim Obama was your president. So even you think Obama was Muslim. Because we were all wondering if he was. Obama is a homosexual. Him and Michael. My PSN network is down. Been going in and out for about an hour. PSN down here too. Michael Obama. Really? PSN is down. Wow. PSN server status down as Sony investigates offline issues. Are currently checking on the server status. The PlayStation Network goes down for thousands of fans. Hundreds of users who have reported issues on the PlayStation Network. The PSN server status makes grim reading for fans who have complained about not being able to access online multiplayer. Independent websites Down Director has received thousands of reports of PlayStation Networks is not working. The outage tracker monitors social mentions about certain topics to detect when services go down across the world. The PSN detector outage maps shows that the PSN issues are affecting users in the UK and Europe. Sony has acknowledged this issue on the PSN server status page, confirming that there are issues with games on PS4 and PS3. You may have some difficulty launching games today, applications or online features. Our engineers are working to resolve the issue as soon as possible, and we thank you for your patience. Jesus Christ. Is this what we pay 60 goddamn fucking dollars a month for? Are you goddamn serious? Didn't they just have an update last week that was supposed to improve the stability functions of the goddamn thing? What the fuck is going on around here? It's Trump. Trump! You fucker! Riff, what do you think of Majestic 12? Down in US too. Majestic 12. What is Majestic 12?
Here is some information about Majestic 12.
The UFO conspiracy theories. Majestic 12 is a code name of an alleged secret committee scientists committee, fucking idiot. Military leaders and government officials formed in 1947 by an executive order by U.S. President who? Executive order Harry S. Truman to facilitate recovery and investigation of an alien spacecraft. The concept originated in a series of supposedly leaked secret government documents first circulated by ufologists in 1984. That's when I was born, bro. You'd be like, free speed online, free roam when it comes. Woo! Need for Speed. EU was elected by MFM. World Banks. Yep, Brexit is good for UK sovereignty. Yes, it is. Net neutrality. EU is a scam. Could be. Yeah, absolutely. Bring your wife on cam, Riff, so I can jerk off. What the fuck? Majestic 12 started in the 1950s. According to Google, it was 1947. Brexit will happen 2019. Save your pennies. Listen, I tell you this. Getting rid of Bannon was probably the best thing Brexit could have ever done. I'm just saying. I'll be 24 on February 10th, 1994. Nice. Brexit for the win. Word. Bannon for the lose. One-eyed cat. That all you can do is choke the chicken. Poor boy. Choke that damn chicken. You know you want to, though. You guys want to see the wife? It's been 38 minutes to find a match on Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, damn. I don't know, it's strange. Yeah, remember when PlayStation 3, when it broke for a whole month? Man, that shit was like 2 months. Bro, I was so upset. I'm just saying, like, we pay a shitload. Real shit. You know, we're constantly giving these guys money. What up, people? We're constantly giving these guys money. $60 a year. That's a lot of goddamn people, bro. I have artwork on my Need for Speed cars when free roaming coming. Oh, shit. Steven, where's Steven? I didn't see him. What up, Steven? Oh, hey, I want to show you guys this picture. Because I got into an argument with one of my bros the other day about Hitler and the swastika. And I was like, dude, they've been using the swastika since fucking Indian times. And here's the proof. I actually went out to the goddamn museum and took a picture. Ancient Navajos, back in the day. This is a Navajo display. Navajo textiles. Navajos, back in the day, used to use the swastika, or whatever you want to call it. And then these are the different variations that they would use. See what I'm saying? So, you know, it was used long before Hitler ever got his hands on it. And I was just trying to prove that to one of my bros, and I was like, dude, what do you mean? Hitler, in my opinion, was a fucking nobody. That's why I'm going from PS4 to PC. Where? Swastika original from Buddhism? Is it really? I did not know that. I thought it was even further back than that. Muslim exists every society, and you can't do any racist pigs. That was close to a sentence. You might want to try that again. Yep, that symbol has been around in different cultures for like ever, right, dude? There's a church near me that swastika is in the brickwork. You see what I'm saying? Do they have any beef? Do they have people coming up and painting over their shit? Doubt it. Slanted is Nazi. Oh, so if it's slanted, it's Nazi. Oh. Sweden was like paradise up until 2015. I bet. Man, that shit pisses me off what's going on over there. That shit pisses me the fuck off, dude. No joke. Trying to find a good picture. There you go. You can see the wife. That's what the wife looks like. This is us standing at the Trump rally when Trump came to town. That's what Mrs. Riffs looks like. Go ahead and jerk off, one-eyed. Go ahead, bro. Take a screenshot and jerk right off. Hitler was looking for Atlantis, spear that killed Jesus. Oh, word? It is pathetic how Muslims get slack for others' bad doing. Word. I can understand that. Cute. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Islam teaches peace, not war. Just saying. That's not true. I gotta disagree with you on that one. Matter of fact, let me show you. I wish I had my keyboard set up to this, because this is a pain in my ass. Fuck this. I'm getting tired of this shit. I got a keyboard right here. It's all tape. So it's a pain in my ass. Fuck that, though. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm gonna plug this bitch in and then call it a wrap. There we go.
The greatest threat to terrorist groups like the Islamic State, the Taliban, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, and Al-Qaeda is not a UN resolution or the U.S. military. The greatest threat to terrorists is an informed population, because only an informed population can undermine the ideology that gives rise to jihad. With this in mind, let's go through 10 facts about the Quran, history's most effective manual for violently subjugating nations and cultures. Fact number 1. The word Quran means recitation. The Quran is something that's supposed to be recited from memory. Muhammad and his companions weren't big on reading, and in Muhammad's time, portions of the Quran were only written down as memory aids. It wasn't until later that some of his followers came up with the idea of putting it all together into book.
So first fun fact. The Quran means it was a recitation of memories that the Prophet Muhammad supposedly had, because he was illiterate and did not know how to read or write. It wasn't until later his constituents put the book together from the bullshit he was spouting.
Born. So, why would Muslims want to recite the Quran? Because, fact number 2, Muslims believe that the Quran is the word of Allah. The angel Gabriel, as the story goes, delivered verses to Muhammad, and Muhammad passed these verses on to his followers. But as far as the Quran is concerned, Gabriel and Muhammad were mailmen. It's the word of Allah, not the words of Gabriel or Muhammad. Why do Muslims believe that the Quran is the word of Allah? Because, fact number 3, Muhammad said so. The Quran was supposedly revealed to one man, Muhammad. Unlike the Bible, which contains numerous shorter works written by around 40 different authors, the Quran stands or falls with the lone testimony of Muhammad, a guy whose first impression of his revelations was that they were demonic, a guy who repeatedly tried to kill himself, a guy who believed he was the victim of magic spells that gave him delusional thought.
Hold on, we're not quite there yet. Why do Muslims want 12-year-olds for their wives? Because they're following their prophet. Their prophet had a 9-year-old wife. And that's why certain parts of Canada and certain parts of Europe just legalized for Muslim men to be able to marry as early as 9 years old. And the reason they do that is because they're following their prophet.
And false beliefs. A guy who delivered verses to his followers and later blamed the devil for tricking him. A guy who had sex with a 9-year-old girl, had 9 wives at one time, even though the Quran says Muslims can only have 4, married the divorced wife of his own adopted son. After causing the divorce, told his followers it's okay to beat their wives into submission, and so on.
Quite a few.
What evidence did Muhammad offer to show that his revelations were from Allah? Fact number 4, Muhammad's main argument for the inspiration of the Quran was what we'll call the argument from literary excellence, one of the silliest arguments ever offered by anyone for anything. My poetry is better than your poetry, so my poetry must be the inspired word of Allah. The idea is that no one can produce something as wonderful as or more wonderful than the Quran. Now, there are all kinds of things we could do to make the Quran better than it is. We could take out the verses about slaughtering unbelievers or about raping female
maybe nab-dab,
having sex with prepubescent girls. But one simple way to improve the Quran would be to put it in chronological order. Because, fact number 5, the Quran is not arranged chronologically. Apart from the first chapter, which is a short prayer, the rest of the Quran is basically arranged from the longest chapters to the shortest chapters. But the longer chapters were generally much later than the shorter chapters, so the Quran is thoroughly disorganized, making it very difficult to read. You might not care about the order, but it's actually extremely important because, fact number 6, some parts of the Quran abrogate or cancel other parts of the Quran. Later revelations typically abrogate earlier revelations, but since the Quran isn't arranged chronologically, we don't know which verses are canceled and which verses still apply without massive collections of commentaries to help sift through this mess. You'll recall that the Quran's main argument for its divine origin is that it's so incredibly well written. Must be from God. Yeah, it's so wonderfully written that no one can understand what they're supposed to do without consulting a team of scholars. This is my modern take on the Quran. What did Muhammad's contemporaries think of it? Fact number 7. Muhammad's contemporaries were convinced that the Quran was plagiarized from earlier sources. How do we know what they thought about the Quran? We know because the Quran repeatedly tells us that Muhammad's contemporaries accused him of stealing his story.
And I completely understand what you're trying to say, Triple M. At the end of the day, we are all human. And I have no problems with their humanity. What I do have a problem with is that their religion was created, I think during it was about 500 or 600 years ago, if I'm not mistaking that. And it was literally written against Christianity. It was written as a weapon. It's a weapon. You see what I'm trying to say? It's a weapon against Western civilization. It's a weapon against... So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say I have no problems with them as a human. If they want to pursue the happiness, if they want to live free and all of that good jazz and grow goats and have a wonderful family and a garden and all that stuff, beautiful. I'm happy for you. That's fine with me. But you know what happens. You know that shit doesn't work. Multiculturalism does not work. Look at Sweden. Look at France. Look at Germany. Look at Venezuela. Look at Haiti. Multiculturalism does not work. Socialism does not work. These people rob these places because they are rich in resources. They're rich in abundances of different types of things that they can take from these people because they're too goddamn ignorant to stand up for themselves because they've been taught this bullshit right here. Okay? And any free-thinking man, whether you're a Muslim or not, doesn't make a fucking lick of difference. At the end of the day, when you wake up and you feel it inside your heart that this is not the way, then you should fucking change. Just my opinion. But you can't change in these countries. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. And if you want to change your religion, then you have to pay a tax. If you don't pay a tax, they will beat you to death. And that is just common law. That's common facts.
From others. How did Muhammad respond to charges of plagiarism? He declared that, fact number 8, the Quran is a continuation of previous scriptures. The reason so much of the Quran sounded so familiar to the people of Arabia wasn't that Muhammad was plagiarizing earlier sources. Those earlier sources were also the word of Allah. That's why they sounded the same. Of course, Muslims today know that those earlier sources thoroughly
Sorry to hear that, man.
Quran, so they're forced to claim that the earlier sources were corrupted. This is extremely odd because, fact number 9, the Quran was only compiled into a book because much of it was lost. According to Muslim sources, entire chapters of the Quran were forgotten. Large passages came up missing. Verses vanished. This was in spite of the fact that Allah promised. He promised in chapter 15, verse 9, to protect the Quran from corruption. He couldn't do it, which calls into question the rest of what he said. Why is this relevant? Because, fact number 10, the Quran is the highest authority on matters of Sharia. Raping captives, beating women into submission, chopping off hands for stealing, grown men marrying little girls. These things come from this book, which most certainly is not the Word of God. Learn these facts, my friends, and share them with others. If you like the sources for anything I've said in this video, click on the link in the...
I'm sorry, I just don't believe how Islam teaches love. I just don't fucking buy it for a goddamn second. And if that's how you feel, if that's what you think, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to hold it against you. I would just challenge you to read into it a little bit more. I would just challenge you to check it out a bit. Look at some of these countries. Look at some of their religion. Look at how their society works. Look at how they treat their people. I'm just saying. What up? How you doing, Riff? Hey, what's going on? Evil has no color. That's a nice statement. Ooh, I like that. Bro. Evil has no color. Man, do I like the way that sounds. Ooh, it's getting cold up there. Yeah, I like the way that sounds right there. How come Jesus is in the Quran, but Muhammad not in the Bible? Ooh, good question. Good question. Another thing I think is interesting is when you ask Alexa who Jesus is, Alexa says it's a fictional character, but when you ask who Muhammad is, you get the, oh yeah, you get it. It's pretty bad. Let's see if we can get it. Red Rum, what's going on? Let's see if we can get it to happen here. Who is Jesus Christ? I would think it would tell me. Who is the Prophet Muhammad?
According to Wikipedia, Muhammad was the founder of Islam.
That's it, huh? Well, Alexa is much more detailed. I treat your wife like the whore she is. I treat her like the whore she is too, trust me. Nab dab, exactly, because the Jesus and Bible came and cat's Muslim, yes. Fail, lol. Cheers, yeah, I just failed, yeah. I was hoping that the Google would give a little bit more. 600 years before. Yeah, well, I mean, Christianity is not perfect either. You understand? We had people that was like, what was it, the Crusades. We were chopping heads off in the name of Jesus Christ for like 500-600 years during the Crusades. I mean, no religion is perfect, guys. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you. No religion is perfect. You know what I mean? That's a goddamn simple fact. But, I don't know, maybe at the end of the day, because I am ignorant, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not. I was never taught religion. I'm Christian by default because that's what makes the most sense to me, personally. But I love it that we're talking about Christianity, and I want to flip it over to something a little bit more fun. So, Christianity, that's a topic.
But in the bullshit department, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Because I got to tell you the truth, folks. I got to tell you the truth. When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe. In awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest. Religion easily has the greatest bullshit story ever told. Think about it. Religion has actually convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a special list of 10 things he does not want you to do. And if you do any of these 10 things, he has a special place full of fire and smoke and burning and torture and anguish where he will send you to live and suffer and burn and choke and scream and cry forever and ever till the end of time. But he loves you. He loves you.
Rest in peace, George Carlin. Rest in peace, bro.
He loves you and he needs money.
Tony Robinson's one of my favorite people, bro. Love him.
He's all powerful, all perfect, all knowing, and all wise. Somehow, just can't handle money. Religion takes in billions of dollars. They pay no taxes, and they always need a little more. Now, you talk about a good bullshit story. Holy shit. Thank you very much. But I want you to know something. This is sincere. I want you to know, when it comes to believing in God, I really tried. I really tried. I tried to believe that there is a God who created each of us in his own image and likeness, loves us very much, and keeps a close eye on things. I really tried to believe that, but I gotta tell you, the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. War, disease, death, destruction, hunger, filth,
what up, Ricky?
Torture, crime, corruption, and the ice capades. Something is definitely wrong. This is not good work. If this is the best God can do, I am not impressed. Results like these do not belong in the
medical weed too.
Being.
Medical buds.
This is the kind of shit you'd expect from an office temp with a bad attitude. And just between you and me, in any decently run universe, this guy would have been out on his all-powerful ass a long time ago. And by the way, I say this guy because I firmly believe, looking at these results, that if there's a God, it has to be a man. No woman could or would ever fuck things up like this. If there is a God, if there is, I think most reasonable people might agree that he's at least incompetent and maybe, just maybe, doesn't give a shit.
Check out Zeitgeist. That's a good one.
Which I admire in a person.
That's a good documentary.
A lot of these bad results. So rather than be just another mindless religious robot, mindlessly and aimlessly and blindly believing that all of this is in the hands of some spooky, incompetent father figure who doesn't give a shit, I decided to look around for something else to worship, something I could really count on, and immediately I thought of the sun. Happened like that. Overnight, I became a sun worshiper. Well, not overnight. You can't see the sun at night. The first thing the next morning, I became a sun worshiper. Several reasons. First of all, I can see the sun, okay? Yeah. Unlike some other gods I could mention, I can actually see the sun. I'm big on that. If I can see something, I don't know, kind of helps the credibility along, you know? So every day I can see the sun as it gives me everything I need. Heat, light, food, flowers in the park, reflections on the lake, an occasional skin cancer, but hey, at least there are no crucifixions. On fire simply
I believe in Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci.
It's fairly simple. There's no miracles, no pageantry, no one asks for money, there are no songs to learn, and we don't have a special building where we all gather once a week to compare clothing. And the best thing about the sun, it never tells me I'm unworthy.
Okay, that was funny, One-Eyed. You made me laugh right there. You got me good.
An unkind word.
You got me good on that one.
So, I worship the sun, but I don't pray to the sun. Know why? I wouldn't presume on our friendship. It's not polite. I've often thought people treat God rather rudely, don't you? Asking, trillions and trillions of prayers every day, asking and pleading and begging for favors, do this, give me that, I need a new car, I want a better job. And most of this praying takes place on Sunday, his day off. Not nice, and it's no way to treat a friend. But people do pray, and they pray for life. You know, your sister needs an operation on her crotch.
All hail Pesci. All hail Lord Pesci.
In a mall. But most of all, you'd really like to fuck that hot little redhead down at the convenience store. You know, the one with the eye patch and the club foot. Huh? Can you pray for that? I think you'd have to. And I say, fine, pray for anything.
He knows too much now.
But what about the divine plan? Remember that? The divine plan. Long time ago, God made a divine plan. Gave it a lot of thought, decided it was a good plan, put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. Now you come along and pray for something. Well, suppose the thing you want isn't in God's divine plan. What do you want him to do? Change his plan? Just for you? Doesn't it seem a little arrogant? It's a divine plan. What's the use of being God if every rundown schmuck with a $2 prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? And here's something else, another problem you might have. Suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. Thy will be done. Fine, but if it's God's will and he's going to do what he wants to anyway, why the fuck bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big waste of time to me. couldn't you just skip the praying part and go right to his will? It's all very confusing.
Lyrical Mass, what up, man?
Out of this, I decided to worship the sun. But, as I said, I don't...
Religion, it sort of floated that way.
Joe Pesci.
It didn't start off that way.
Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci. 2 reasons. First of all, I think he's a good actor, okay? To me, that counts. Second, he looks like a guy who can get things done. Joe Pesci doesn't fuck around. Doesn't fuck around. In fact, Joe Pesci came through on a couple of things that God was having trouble with. Joe Pesci straightened that cocksucker out with 1 visit.
Play the new Cat Williams.
It's amazing what you can accomplish with a simple baseball bat. So I've been
Pesci is a liberal. I'm pretty sure he is, yeah.
And I noticed something. I noticed that all the prayers I used to offer to God and all the prayers I now offer to Joe Pesci are being answered at about the same 50% rate. Half the time I get what I want, half the time I don't. Same as God, 50-50. Same as the 4-leaf clover.
Is Cat Williams dead? I don't know, man.
Same as the Mojo Man.
He didn't look good last show. He did not look good, I tell you that.
Goat's testicles. It's all the same, 50-50. So just pick your superstitions, sit back, make a wish, and enjoy yourself. And for those of you who look to the Bible for moral lessons and literary qualities, I might suggest a couple of other stories for you. You might want to look at the 3 Little Pigs. That's a good one. Has a nice, happy ending. I'm sure you'll like that. Then there's Little Red Riding Hood, although it does have that X-rated part where the big bad wolf actually eats the grandmother, which I didn't care for, by the way. And finally, I've often always drawn a great deal of moral comfort from Humpty Dumpty. The part I like the best, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. That's because there is no Humpty Dumpty and there is no God. None, not one, no God, never was. In fact, I'm gonna put it this way. If there is a God, may he strike this audience dead. See, nothing happened. All right, tell you what, I'll raise the stakes a little bit. If there is a God, may he strike me dead. See, nothing happened. Oh, wait, got a little cramp in my leg. And my balls hurt. Plus, I'm blind. Oh, now I'm okay again. Must have been Joe Pesci, huh? God bless Joe Pesci. Thank you.
God bless Joe Pesci. God bless that man, Joe Pesci. What would we do without goddamn Joe Pesci? Man, oh man. I don't worship a sun god kept me, or worship Saturn, or maybe the moon, or maybe Earth, who knows. When I cat asked for a job planting tulips on my organ. Oh, wow. Why is Jesus represented as a fish? Is he? Very fascinating. Very, very fascinating. You know, it's ironic that this comedian died not long after. I like Joe Pesci more than Robert De Niro. Well, it's Robert De Niro, boy. He's been all in the news lately. Pisces is why. Did God kill the comedian? Nah. That was fucking years ago. He lived a long time after that. That was years. Robert De Niro supports Clinton. He dissed Trump. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me about Robert De Niro. What bothers me is that he hangs out with Uma Abedin and the spirit cookers and he's eating fucking people and shit. That's what frightens me. Okay? Yeah, so. R.I.P. Carolina. Great for sure. Carolina? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I heard that. Well, let me see. I'm about almost 2 hours into this and I haven't even picked up the old guitar. Which is really what I came in here for. Boy, I talked about everything today. We talked about Muslims. We talked about the Quran. We talked about 5G technology. We talked about Facebook, Twitter, and Google working closely with the United Nations to put out this social score. We talked about the 5G and how that's going to be implemented. Man, what the hell else have we talked about? Quite a bit. But also in Babylon, a dragonfish worship. I enjoyed your stream. Have a good night. People, peace out. 20, man, we'll see you later, bro. De Niro is a cultist. You goddamn right. Goddamn right. Give us a guitar lesson, man. It seems we are similar to ancient Rome. You run away from me, Riffs. Because I don't want to talk to a guy that clearly has an agenda. You don't want to debate. You don't want to have a discussion that's actually going to have meaning and positivity. You just want to tear down, and I don't really want to associate myself with somebody that all he has is rape and dick jokes. I mean, how far is that conversation going to go? What are you going to tell me? Suck my dick, I raped your mom? That's pretty much as far as your jokes go, bro. Spirit cooking is devil worship. You goddamn right it is. Carlin, 2 double bypass and he had a good long life. You goddamn right he did. Hey, I said open discussion. Yeah, but we all know you have an agenda. Come on now. Rape jokes and dick jokes. Come on now. Come on. They're not jokes, they facts. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right, bro. I hope Podesta does go. I hope all them bastards go to jail. You know what I mean? I don't want to keep seeing Trump play ball with these fucking assholes. You know what I mean? It's not what we voted for, is it? Pizzagate is real. I don't know about all that. Human trafficking is certainly real, but to think that it's as small as a pizza palace? No. Not when Oprah Winfrey owns a goddamn little girls' school in Africa and hangs out with Weinstein selling fucking little African girls to him and shit. No. It goes far deeper than a pizza store. Because the Muslim is gonna get you. Well, if you don't want to hear me play guitar, now is the time to leave. Because I'm about to jam. I've talked enough conspiracy for one day. I've talked enough bullshit for one day. I'm going to play a little guitar and then I'm going to go play some games. PlayStation willing. We'll see if it actually lets me. Where the fuck is my shit? Where the fuck is my shit, man? Where's my videos? God damn it. Oh, you're killing me. God damn. Hey, easy now. Hey, quiet yourself. Easy. Because the Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you. The Muslim is gonna get you tonight. I kind of like this one here. It's cool looking. It's mesmerizing. Excuse me. Are you serious? Goddamn tangled up around here all over the place. Betty Boop, what's going on? Just because your mom recycles her tampons, dude. Ew. Oh, God. Play the Star Spangled Banner? I probably could. Can you play some Oasis? I have no idea. I don't play covers. All right, let me just get that straight right now. I just play guitar. That's it. I've never learned how to play guitar. I'm not very good. I just like to jam out. I'm not really sure what I'm doing on it. But there's a kid on YouTube that plays on the Playroom a lot. His name is Amuse Me. He's he's really good. He can play a lot of the different stuff. That sounds like a 15-year-old's comeback. No doubt, dude. Hoorah. Hey, everyone in chat. Betty's in the building. Alright, we're starting to sound a little better here. Alright, let's tune this old girl, huh? Shall we? Oh, it's already tuned. And you gotta love Grover machine heads, bro. I'm telling you right now. Racked every day. What the hell's going on, brother? You gotta love Grover machine heads, dude. They hold tune. Fucking jam. Let's take a big ol'.
You take care of business. Let Office Depot Office Max.
I love rap, dude.
This week at Office Depot Office Max, save big on tax software.
Yeah, Rocksmith.
Plus,
I don't know, man. I don't like.
At OfficeDepot.com.
This is just my opinion. You could take it or leave it, okay? I don't like taking traditional lessons because I wanted to learn guitar my own way. I wanted to make my mistakes and my flubs my je ne sais quoi. It's what makes me me. It's what makes me sound me. At the same time, that's incredibly ignorant because when you close mind yourself to all the possibilities on guitar, what I mean by is covers, then you actually hinder yourself for possibilities that could come along the way. But if you're not into the fame, fortune, and making the money through the bars and things like that, then, welcome to my world because I just like to play. I just like the sounds. That's really all it is to it. There's nothing more fun to do than harmonize with somebody else that can really play guitar and harmonize with them back and forth. That is just a beautiful sound to me. Excuse me. Peace. Who's heading out? Who's heading out, man? Have a good day, bro. See you later. No, you did not. Bruh. There's no way you're gonna upset this man right here. Not with little comments and quips. It's never gonna happen. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Impossible. That's exactly what I just said. Delic's life. Right there, bro. You see it. Delic style. What up, bro? Mostly D, bro. Mostly D. And the reason why I do that is because it's a lot easier for me to go from a scale back into a rhythm. So like if I was like, you know, let me turn this off, like. It's just easier for me to get from rhythm to lead. Quick, quick, quick. You know what I mean? And I mean, if you play D like me, then it's... A lot of people say that drop D is a lazy way to play guitar. Fucking bullshit. Grow up. Are you serious? Almost all metal, hell, almost all classical music derives from D. D. But bro, James Miles, gay jokes, mom jokes, that sums up one out. Yeah, dude. Gay jokes, mom jokes, rape jokes. That's pretty much it. Ryan, good shit. Thanks, James. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Jesus was white, not black, dude. Well, that sounds pretty racist. How do you say I'm racist? All right, let's change it up. And here's a pitch effect.
Now TurboTax has CPA.
Just kind of want to show you how I'm doing some of this stuff. So this is a pitch effect, okay? Gives it a nice little sound, right? And basically what happens is you can change the pitch. Check it out. You can make it sound like somebody's harmonizing with you. What just happened? Oh no! Oh no! I knew this would happen eventually. Sound died. Yeah. And I know exactly what happened too. There's a 9-volt battery in the back of my guitar, and it runs these pickups right here because they're live action pickups. So it's powerful magnets. So my 9-volt battery just died on us. So hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I got it back up. Always come equipped, bros. I mean, I got a good run out of it, man. I've had the same damn battery in there since probably 2016. So I got a good run out of the old girl. See, what a piece of shit. It's a knockoff 9-volt Sunbeam. Pile of crap. We're gonna throw the good one in here. The badass. What the hell? Is that battery dead too? Pretty sure that battery's dead too. Fuck. Oh, fucking Christ. Hold on. We'll fix this shit. Did I even put it in right? Yeah, the plus goes. There we go. Woo! I had the damn 9-volt back. Okay. Set my guitar down. We got power now. You can tell she wants to go. Bro. You know what I did? I'm a fucking idiot. You want to know what I did? I put the 9-volt in backwards. I put the 9-volt in backwards because I'm a fucking moron. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. Smoke another one, raw guy, huh? Smoke another one. There's a lot of natives in Canada, too. Yeah, bro. Mary Pike's a native. A lot of people don't know that. Mary Pike is a native. And she lives in Canada. All right. So this was a pitch. Anyways, so if I put the pitch and I put it down here, see how that sounds? That's got a nice little ring to it. Check it out.
Who can review your return with you.
I checked it, ma'am. You're good to go.
See, nothing to be afraid of at all.
let the drummer do his thing, you know? This is good shit right there. Hate them, man. Hate them. Struggle with them. I struggle with them bar chords. Try drop D. Seriously, try drop D, and you might change your life. I'm not even kidding. You seriously want a guitar lesson? Check it out. Come on in here. I'll show you what the hell I'm doing on this thing. Okay. All right. First of all, let's drop this effect. Okay, so let me show you a little bit about what I got going on. Okay, now you see the bridge. Look at the bridge, okay? So you got the bridge here. This is right here, this side of your palm. So you want to rest it. You want to rest it right here, okay? Right there. There's an open. You slide your palm up just a little bit, like that, and it becomes a muted. Lift up, open. So, have you ever had like a melody in your head? You're sitting at work, you're tapping along. Nope, I mute with my palm. Nope, I don't mute with my fingertip, bro. I mute with this palm. So, if you've ever had like a jam or something at your job, you're like pop 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 pop. You know, you can apply that rhythm, because over here on your right hand you're playing drums. Remember, this is your drum hand. So you're playing drums. This is your drums. So that's your goddamn drum hand. This hand over here, you're playing piano. This is piano keys, okay? These are all your piano keys. So this hand plays piano, this hand plays drums. Forget about the guitar. There is no guitar here. We got drums, we got piano, okay? So this is how you do it. Take a goddamn rhythm. Pop, 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 pop. Right? That's basically just, you know, that's how it is. Your hands are so fat. Are they really? Yeah, I guess the TV adds about 10 pounds to my hands, huh? Yeah, I could do pretty good. You're heading out, Delv? All right, see you later. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. That's basically the palm mute theory with the palm muting. When you want to palm mute, that's basically how it is. This song is rich with palm muting. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Play Schlager, please. I don't even know what the hell that is. See you later, Riff. Bye-bye.
Intuit TurboTax.
Oh, can I start over? I got lost. Sorry, bros. Man. Maybe you're as ugly as his... Man, my wife is smoking. She's smoking. You jealous as hell. You probably got a Muslim wife. Cool jamming. You see what I'm saying, Chris? Now that's a fuck ton of palm muting, all kind of masterfully put together. It's a... the genre's called gent. Not sure if you know. I really enjoy this genre. I'm going to play a jam real quick. Really like these guys myself. I'll play like a weird song from them, I guess. Yep, sounds good. You blinked when you said smoking. It happens when you lie. You like blues? Yeah. Double Trouble, what's good? One-eyed cat eats goat booty. Your insults are weak, dude. I don't know about that. Keep in mind, I'm still being nice. Is that right? This is your nice side, bro? I feel bad for your girlfriend. So I like that shit, man. It's like, it's pentatonics mixed with rap and gent music. I fucking love it, personally. I get banned when I turn bad. It's just words, bro. As long as you're not trying to send cops to my house, we're good. I don't give a fuck what you say. D-J-E-D-J-E-N-T. But it is pronounced gent music. Don't say D-gent because you'll stab my heart with a knife if you say D-gent because it's pronounced gent. Just like that. Gent. D-J-E-N-T. Gent. Fucking awesome stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Never heard of it? Oh, let me look. Welcome. Welcome. I'm about to blow your mind. Here we go. Here we go. I'm about to blow your mind, bro. Just take a listen.
3D and PowerPoint shows clients exactly what...
That music was shit. It would truly impress me more. At this point, you're so negative and you're so predictable. At this point, it would truly impress me more if you said something positive. It would blow my fucking mind. Who the fuck is this? I don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. Don't leave a message. Suck balls. That's what you should do. Suck balls. Alright, so here we go. Check it out. Enjoy, Chris. Enjoy. Watch out, Mom. We got a dickhead in here. He's been dying to rape you all day. Sure is, One-Eyed. That's my real mom. Go ahead, let it fly. See what you got. Are you racist like your son? Oh my God. Fucking love this shit. Squincy! Sounds a little bit like Youngway. Let's fast forward a little bit. Evening, bro. What's going on, Stokey? Yep, sure do. Just a bit old for me. A bit classical. Not Chris. Chris is fine. It's One-Eyed that's the prick. Well, that's just got a big bolstering sound on it. The white man. What's going on, brother? One time I gave Riff a Muslim brother. What's going on in here, man? Well, currently I was playing guitar. Me and my buddy Chris over here, we were talking about different things on guitar. Then I introduced him to a new genre of metal called gent. Then this guy over here, this One-Eyed dude, he's been trolling me pretty much since I started my stream. Then he was saying that he wanted to rape my mom and all this other stuff because I was talking shit about Muslims earlier. Then my real mom actually shows up, and now he has his chance. Okay, and that's what's going on. But do you hear how complex that is, Chris? Listen to that. Listen to the complexity of that riff right there. That's not true, Mom. I hate radical Muslims and Orthodox Jewish people. You know what I mean? Anybody that follows the Quran and wants to fucking, persecute people and subjugate them to a fucking religious belief and then chop their heads off when they don't follow along. Yeah, I got a big fucking problem with that. I'm not afraid to show it. It is master level shredding. Let me show you what I got for shredding. I'll pop a little bit on. This is what I got for shredding. Yeah, look up some more, dude. Tell me if there's not quite a few in there. Okay, I agree with that, Riff. You see, I am racist. I am definitely racist. And he thinks he's got me dead to rights because I wear my prejudice on my sleeve. And apparently he doesn't, so somehow I'm inferior because I share my thoughts. So now because I went on a public forum such as the Playroom and shared my thoughts, I am now a thought criminal, according to One-Eyed. And I should be fucking burned!
Body be soothed. New provides rich moisture, plus the rejuvenating power of essential oils. So take a deep.
You see what you're doing, bro? You're making your people look bad. Alright, so when it comes to shredding, this is about what I got. Do you live among Muslims? Sorta, kinda, yeah, they're around. Lewiston, Maine, I live in Maine. Lewiston, Maine is now a sanctuary city, so that kind of worries me a little bit. Kind of what I got in the shredding department. I'll try to do arpeggios back with a finger thing in there. You know what I'm trying to say, right? But that's probably what I got. When will the government reopen? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My niece is black and yeah. Well, the fact that you can claim they don't exist tells me you are a fool. Go jump around for the king in another country. Oh! Because he got to kiss the ring. Let me explain how my mom just dissed you if you don't understand. Because you got to kiss the ring. See, here in America, we fought a bloody war for our independence. That's why we have presidents on our money. And that's why you got to kiss the ring of the queen. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'm a gay Orthodox Jew who practices Islam. Why do you hate me, Riff? Well, because you are taught to indoctrinate the nation into a world that beheads people for not believing in your religion, cuts hands off of people, forces them to pay taxes if they don't follow a certain religion. What the fuck you talking? America is a British colony, you fool. True, but that's why we have presidents, because we fought the British. You get my attention. Right? And then a lot of the British, after 1776, they colonized here. We called this bitch America. What you got to say about that? I miss that shit, man, back in the day. This is a country I live in. This is a country that went to war over a 3% tax on tea, but then we let Muslims do whatever the fuck they want to do. AKA Illuminati. No, I get you. I get what you're trying to say, but it's more than British. It's the Rothschilds aren't fucking British. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking Jewish, bro. You know what I mean? Hey Riff, will you never convince morons with obvious poor upbringing that they know nothing? Nah, he's actually smart. That's the thing. I already told you I. All told you I, bro. I did? Big poopy.
Should be.
So is the PlayStation still having an issue, guys? What's going on with that? Ew. If I was gay, I'd say otherwise. Call me 3-ply. I wipe with my fingers. Oh! So don't the Muslims! He doesn't know his father. He told us he was a bastard. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I didn't know my dad till I was 13. PlayStation Social is fucked. So it's still fucked, huh? What about games? Are you guys, is anybody having issues getting on games right now? You bastard! What do you want me to do about it? Anyone know how the 3 seashells work? Hey Riff, how you been, bro? How your mom doing? She was in the stream. She was talking. Wow, abandoned you for 13 years and your mom still praises him? Well, I mean, kinda. Not really. I mean, we deal with reality, you know. And as good Christians, we're taught to forgive. We're taught to judge a man by his merits and his characters. So, if somebody busts their ass to display courage, to display honorability, then as a good Christian man, I would forgive. I would forgive him. Let me drop something fat to this. Can't see the friends list, can't see anything, huh? Can't see my friends listening. You should make that bastard pay for abandoning you. He did pay. I'm 33 fucking years old. Jesus Christ, he did pay. He paid till I was 18. For fuck's sake, what else do you want him to pay for? You should make that, you should rap on this also. Word. That'll be awesome. I'm Riff's mom. I'm doing okay for 3 weeks. Heart attack, yeah. If only your mom was pretty, she could have married a nice guy. She did marry a nice guy. My stepdad's a badass. I've seen my dad for about 1 year, over 33 years. That's not very long. Some people have neither. Word. I know exactly what you're talking about. Barbie! That's what I'm doing. To the beginning of the doctor's, what she says, oh, where? Okay, maybe we can talk and quiet walk by the river.
For TurboTax, you get real loud.
Oh my god.
Yes, if it's required for work.
That was my fucking hard. You know, it was bugging the shit out of me. Every time I would hit this note, it was like, and I was like, oh, you know what? Just fucking. That's pretty much what I got there. Are you in a band? You shred? No, I am not in a band. Eat an apple a day, you won't have to talk to the doc. Is that word? Is that word? React every day. Hi! What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? For you to rest in, of course. You trying to take care of my mom one-eyed? Don't convert her to Islam. I won't have it. Don't you dare. Oh, shit. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's switch it up a little bit.
I'd like to save the tailgate meal, please.
Dude, you missed your turn. You said 10 McChicken and 10 Bacon McDouble for $1 and $2 each.
Exactly.
Build whatever meal you want with favorites on the new $1, $2, $3 menu from McDonald's.
Alright. Let me tell you a little story, because I feel like loading a dab and taking a hit, and I want to tell you a story. Okay, so you want to know about my stepdad? My stepdad's a great guy, actually, just so you guys know. We didn't see eye to eye my whole life, you know what I mean? But it's not my fault. It's not his fault. I was just a rebellious teenager going through changes in my life that I didn't quite understand. And, you know, my parents did the best they could for me. Now, it took the death of my grandfather for me and my stepdad to really start to bond. Let me tell you. I don't know what it was that day, but I looked at him, he looked at me, and I just said I was sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry for anything I've ever said. Sorry for, you know, all the stupid shit I've done my whole life, you know, because I just realized life is too important. And you know what? Things changed dramatically after that day between me and him. And honestly, you know, it's coming to a point in life. I'm 33. I mean, I'm not getting any younger here, you know. So maybe if you're young and you're full of anger, I can understand. But I mean, when you get older, 30, 40 years old, you just don't care as much, you know. You just don't. So, I mean, it's easier to forgive than hold grudges, you know. And I don't know what it was, but then thereafter, we was always cool. And I owe a lot to my stepdad. My stepdad really busts his ass. He takes care of me, my needs. He takes care of my mom full-time. He used to take care of my grandma full-time. And he's a badass man. He's a very badass man. He filled the shoes where another man should have. And he took on those responsibilities. He didn't have to, but he decided to. And for that, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. After my grandfather died, I went to his house where my grandmother was still. And his guitar happened to still be there. Now, I don't know if you believe ESO still works, by the way, Riff. Yes. I'm very excited about that. What was I going to say? Okay, so my grandfather's guitar was still at my grandfather's house. Okay? So when I went to... Hold on, I can't see. When I went to my grandfather's house, I wanted to play it, obviously, immediately. Now, this isn't your typical guitar. This is not your typical guitar. This is like a 1955 Gibson. This thing plays like a hammer, right? You understand what I'm trying to say? It's old. Steel strings on it. Very hard to play. My grandfather had a hand like a bear. So that's when you know you have grown up, is when you accept your own shit and can say sorry and move on. You goddamn fucking right. And when my grandfather died, let me see, it was I think 2006, if I'm not mistaken. 2006, okay? And then what had happened is when I pulled out his guitar, 2006. We're 2018 now. That's a lot of years. So you've probably heard some pretty impressive stuff from me today, with the fiddly widdlies and the hammer-ons and pull-offs and the finger tapping and stuff. That's all pretty cool and everything. But back in 2006, I was not playing guitar like that. I was not very good at guitar so much at all, to be honest with you. But when I went in and played my grandfather's guitar, something magical happened. Something amazing happened. Because I started playing chords I've never heard before. Penis in the mund. Penis! What's going on? I started playing riffs I've never played, chords I've never played before. And I'll show you what they are. Now, this wasn't no fluke thing. It wasn't like I sat down and tried to figure this out, okay? Let's get that straight right now. I didn't sit down and try to figure it out like, oh, maybe I'd arrange it. No. This happened like a, I don't even know what. It was spiritual. It's all I can tell you. So, this is the chord. Right here. This is one of them. And this is another one. And then this is the third one. And that, I'm getting to that part of the story. Straight. I'm getting to that part of the story. So, when I picked this guitar up and I played those three chords, it was a magical feeling. I knew that my grandfather was touching my hands right there. And a chill just came across my spine. Just like I knew right then and there that my grandfather's soul was in this guitar. You know? I just fucking knew it. So, as time went on, when the will got taken, the guitar was left to my uncle. And unfortunately, he went through. Did you have lessons or learn it on your own? By the way, you are fucking awesome. Oh, thanks, bro. On his own. Yeah, on my own. So, shortly after the will got busted up and everybody got what they was supposed to have, I didn't really get much, you know. And being the only guitar player in the family, I'm still kind of hurt to this day that I never got the guitar. I still have the guitar that my mom got me, and I still have the guitar that my grandfather built from scratch. I still got it. It's safe. You know what I mean? Never once thought of ever selling it. Unfortunately, my uncle went through hard times. He's got two little boys, and their lives are more important than anything to him, and I can understand that. So he ended up selling my grandfather's guitar. Not to just any hobo, not to a pawn shop, but to his best friend, Cecil. My grandfather's best friend, Cecil. And anyways, so since then, he put a lot of work into it. And when I took over the ambit business, I was making a decent little profit off that. And I was gonna buy the guitar back. You know, that was one of my dreams, to buy that bitch back. I even had it up on my wall over there, but we took it down because I thought ambit was silly after a while. And basically, we never got the guitar back. So that guitar is gone. But the song remains. The memory is there. And really, at the end of the day, the material is material. But when you get such a feeling inside of you that your grandfather's or father's spirit is inside of something, whether it be a knife whether it be a gun, whether it be a guitar in this case, you know, you don't want to give that up. You know, it's absolutely precious. Precious. And, well, anyways, I'm going to hit this dab pipe and show you the song that I've created with those 3 chords. Why do I have this big tube on the end of it? Because this thing gets hot. I know right where it is. I know right where it is. I just don't have the $3,000 the man wants for the guitar. I wish I was like that. I wish I could just, whip out $3,000 out of my pocket. I'm not a rich man. I'm sorry. Hey! Walrus! Well, thank you. Free me, what up? Alright, so here we go, bros. That's pretty much it. You did a good job, Daz. Thanks. I'm very proud of my son and his mind and his passions. Well, thank you. But that's pretty much it. You know, those were the 3 chords, you know. And then but yeah, that's pretty much, the way, the ditty, that's the ditty. Can you play Stone Roses? Ooh, I don't know. You know, I'm not very good at covers. But there is a kid, I like to promote him whenever anybody asks me. There's a kid called Amuse Me. He's pretty good. Good ass, you know, he's a little skinny kid. He's got the blue hair, and he's got a room that's kind of like black and checkerboard and stuff. Sometimes he does blogs with his buddy. He's called Amuse Me, and yeah, he plays really good guitar as far as covers go. Like, he can play Metallica, like Black Sabbath, stuff like that. Do you have a looper? Would be great to solo over that progression. I have to go, Riff. Talk to you later. Love you. I love you too, Mom. We'll see you soon. What's up with PSN? That's a damn good question. I don't know. That's a damn good question. But I do know this. I do know this, bros. What does that say right now? What does that say right there? That's 413, bros. 413. So we gotta switch it up. Oh, switching it up, bros. Switching it up. What do we have here? Is PSN down? That's what I'm hearing. Man, I'm getting messages from my people I struggle to play and sing at the same time. Bro, that's not easy. Like, James Hetfield makes that shit. Everything else works, just not friends list. Let me ask him this. Can you sign on at least? Will be sorted. Yeah, no doubt. Alright, let me get this mood right. Sorry. 414, bros. 414. Store and online work fine. Well, of course the store works perfectly, but they still want your money, though, don't they? I heard the Koreans attacked PSN. What? Why? What the hell do they even give a shit about PSN for? Fake news! Welcome, sir.
That's what we about. Living by the sea. Sipping on some rum. Under the shade of a tree. That's what we about. Just feel the warm breeze. Living young and wild and free.
I don't understand, man. We pay all this money. Where the fuck's the security, bros? It pisses me off that they go down every other couple of months, man, by some fucking attack. Probably hacking people's info right now. Oh my fucking god. Goddamn Koreans.
That's what we're about. Living by the sea. sipping on some rum under the shade of.
Let's see what this smoke mix is all about.
Smoke.
Damn.
Boom, baby! Boom! 420! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Dab it, dab it, do, just for you. Dab it, do. Talent. Woo! LA Noir, is that shit good? That remake is good as fuck, huh? Trump, come in, Trump. Trump, we got a problem. PSN is down. I gotta check to see if this thing is charging. 1 second.
Motherfucker stole my flow.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it on PS3. Did they really hype up the graphics though? Did they give it a good go over? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm really interested in? Shadow of Colossus. I know, I said I wasn't. But I am. I want to see how good it looks on PS4. I want to beat it again. It was so fun. They better let me stream the shit. Because if you can't stream it, then it's not fucking worth it. That's all I'm saying. Whew. Just let my cut learn. Let's do it again. 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 Oh, nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm there. Oh! Fully baked. You damn well know I am, bro. Fully baked. Pour that shit. Pour that shit. Smoke. Nothing matches. Nothing matches. Fully baked. Smoke. Yeah. I'm feeling it. Love my fucking metal though, dude. Really do. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Yada 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 yada. Come on. Play that shit. Hey, City of Trees, what up, man? I just had my 420, you missed it. We were smoking and chilling, it was awesome. Doing great, bro. I meant penis! Bonkers, what's going on? Lee Walker, what's happening? Sorry, I meant penis. You're amazing. Penis? Baby! I'm an amazing penis. Let's try. Ooh, let's try this one. It's the weed, man. It's got me zoned out. Potato, 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 potato. Potato, 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 potato. Potato. Well, I guess probably gonna pop this bitch off and say good tomorrow. But you guys have been awesome. I've had a great time as always. So, we will catch you on the next stream, bros. Take care. Peace out. Much love. Peace and respect. And I will catch you on the next one. As always, you know, news, conspiracy, guitar, comedy. That's what we have here. That's what we do here. Support your local talent. Support your local streamers. By the way, Player Room Awards are worthless. Just so some of you know. Playroom Awards are worthless. Stop crying about them. Riff Rags and Trends. It's my business. It's where you find me. Go on Facebook. Got tons of styles you can choose from. Let me know if you want to pick something up off me. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys, take care. Have a wonderful day. Bam! Peace out.